It's a great day to be alive, and I am so thankful for God, Jesus Christ, who lives in us. In today's video, titled Dream, the Golden Glasses, God Revealed Where X Marks the Spot. I'm going to be sharing a dream in this video that I had back in April. Before we get started, I'm not a financial advisor. Nothing that I'm sharing is financial advice. I'm simply sharing dreams, visions, and interpretations that I feel God has given me as it relates to crypto. Now, let's get into the video. So again, I had this dream on April 25th this year, and I am now just getting back to take a look at this dream in its entirety. I had this dream 4 days after having my son, so obviously my mind wasn't on at the time trying to understand exactly what this dream meant. However, God gave me the nudge to go back and look at this dream last night, and when doing so, God revealed something very big. So in this dream, I understood that I had to go and do something. I'm not sure what that something was, but I understood that I had to go outside of this building. And once I got outside, I saw a large treadmill with a tall vertical screen. And so when I saw that, I understood in the dream that I needed to go to that treadmill. As I began walking towards it, I saw that the area was roped off, where people were in line, but not able to cross the rope. Somehow I saw myself standing in the very front of this line, and in front of me, what was a treadmill is now an aisle, and I'm standing looking at this large, tall, vertical screen. Looking at this screen, I was able to see numbers and a few things, and I knew whatever it was that I had to do with this screen. I turned and looked and saw my mom standing behind me, took off her glasses, and she handed them to me. She said, "Take these." When she took them off, I looked at the glasses, and they were golden, and they had sparkles and shimmers, and a layer of sparkles surrounded these glasses. And so when I put them on, I turned around and looked back at the monitor, and I was able to see things on this monitor that I wasn't able to see before. So I'm touching this screen, trying to figure out where to go, if I should slide left, swipe right, and this is where this dream ended. So my mom was here during the time that I had my son. She stayed here for a week or so after, and I didn't get a chance to, again, get back to this dream. But when I thought about it, I texted her and I asked her, what's the name, what's the brand of glasses that you wear? Because I had already told her about this particular dream when she was here, but I didn't, again, understand what God was trying to show me. So she texted me and told me that her brand of glasses were called Ted Baker. So I began to do my research on this brand of glasses, Ted Baker, London, and the individual who is the founder of this company. His name is Ray Kelvin. Ray Kelvin. So looking into him, I didn't really find much that I felt spiritually led to continue to look into. So therefore, I decided to start over again, and I began to do another search. And this time I decided to do Ted Baker plus treadmill, because I had the glasses in the dream, and the glasses helped me to see the screen that was once a treadmill. And this is kind of what this large treadmill looked like with the large screen on it. A little bit bigger in the dream, but this is kind of ideal of what it looked like. And so I began to do my search for Ted Baker and treadmill. And this is what I found. I was taken to Amazon, and I found this book titled Eating Pizza on the Treadmill. And I saw that this book was published and put on Amazon on April the 8th. So I said, okay, God, I'm going to look at this as if this is a date that I need to follow. So I began to do my research on the date of April the 8th. Not particularly 2020, but just April the 8th. And on April the 8th, some major events that took place. One happened in 2024, which was a solar eclipse. Well, the warning that they give you with a solar eclipse is not to look directly at it. You need to wear eclipse eyewear and safety. Eyewear and safety. That reminded me of Ted Baker eyewear, my mom's glasses in the dream. And then this little article goes on to talk about if you're wearing eclipse glasses, what to avoid doing. Why? Because the rays can burn through and cause significant injury to the eye. The rays. The founder of Ted Baker, his first name is Ray. From there, I began to look at more things about this April eclipse last year, April 8th. This eclipse was very significant being that it crossed paths with another solar eclipse that took place on October 14th, 2023. There were a lot of prophetic things that were talked about when this particular event occurred last year. So the crossing of these two solar eclipses took place in Texas, specifically, as this article here says, San Antonio. I began to look for a closer map of this area, of this X marking the spot. And one of the things that I saw, places I saw, was Austin, San Antonio. And so all this overlapping happened around in this area. And then I found another map that took me in on that squared area where these two solar eclipses crossed. And moving forward, Fredericksburg. It's right next to Austin. And if you see my arrow, you'll see where I have it circled. Fredericksburg. What about Fredericksburg? It is a charming town located in the heart of Texas Hill Country. Well, I'm sure that we have all been hearing about Texas Hill in the news. What do we know about this? The 4th of July flood. Austin storm caused 4th of July cancellations as deadly flood continues in Hill Country. And here are more articles about this deadly flood that took place on the 4th of July. And unfortunately, many people lost their lives. My thoughts and prayers are with those families. And this final article says, devastating Central Texas flash flood, second deadliest in Texas history so far. I thought it was very remarkable how God had given me this exact location before this flood took place in April. And had I taken the moment to look more into this dream and pray about it, perhaps God would have given me understanding, or perhaps the timing is now that I am able to see all this come together. At any rate, this is what God has revealed to me about this dream, this natural disaster that took place. Incredible amount of water, 33 feet of water within 45 minutes, something that is unheard of when it comes to flooding. At least for me, it's very strange. And so that is all that I have for this video. I wanted to take the time to share that amazing revelation that God gave me from this dream. And again, my heart, thoughts, and prayers go out to those families. Until the next video, God bless.